Rich finna show you, bitch.
A B C D E F G. Someone should have told you not to with me. So future me. Um, Short sweet video. Um, no longer doing like a complete breakdown. I'm just gonna do a weekend recap because I feel like those videos are super long, and um, I just don't feel like making a long hour video when I could just break it down myself in like a couple of minutes in my head. Sorry, not, but like I took 3 trades this weekend out of 5. So, I mean, that's a pretty much the whole week for real because all the other days they're really useless because they were super choppy and macro wasn't hitting. But so, all right. So for the daily, so let's do a weekend like prediction real quick. Sorry if y'all can hear me chewing. I really don't care though. Never cared. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it filled in this daily gap, and most likely this close, I see it pushing up. I don't know if it's reacting off of this sweep, but this is equal lows. What happened on Nasdaq? I don't think it's swept on Nasdaq. It didn't sweep on Nasdaq. Okay, yeah, exactly. It's equal lows right here. So ideally, never mind. It's going straight up because it already swept over here and it already swept over here. So it created an SMT for it to go up prior. So for this week, I would say it should go up because it already swept down here and it just swept this low right here that was created for the week. So after we've got that bad boy, let's go into the days I traded. I know I traded on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, let's go to Tuesday. Monday wasn't nothing. There wasn't no news. Oh yeah, let's check news first. All right. Sorry. That was super loud. I apologize for that. So on Tuesday we have core retail at 7:30. So I knew the markets had some type of volatility in it. So I knew that's why I knew I was probably gonna get a trade because if there's no news, it's really hit or miss. But this week had some pretty good moves. Probably because there was PMI this week. I'm pretty sure this week coming up. So on Tuesday, uh, uh sorry y'all, that was so inappropriate. But anywho, on Tuesday coming into market open, we see that there's a high right here that was just made after sweeping, and there's a low right here. But we had that core retail at 7:30, sweeps out that, comes down right here into this gap. And this is what I mean by hit or miss, y'all. Because there's really nothing right here. There's really nothing. There's really nothing to see on the 1 hour at least. But on the 4 hour, boom, as y'all can see, it sweeps out. Ooh, okay, it comes down and sweeps out in the 10 o'clock, which is suspicious. Hold on, y'all. I might be a bum. Okay, yeah, okay. So that's a whole totally different thing. But So there's nothing to tell from the hourlies. So I scrolled down and I was like, all right, like there's really just like what am I supposed to do at this point? But I went to the but it had just swept out on the 1 hour. Yes, it had swept out that yes, it swept it out, but it also was off of news. So news probably wanted to push it forward. You get me? You get me? I'm sorry, this is very unorganized. Unorganized. But yeah. Cause as you can see, it already came down like this is a very like steep low. Like for it to come down here off of this, that's a very steep low. And there's so many highs to get taken care of. Cause yes, it swept out this high, but there's also this high, this high, and then this fair value gap. And then you can also make the argument of a equilibrium from right here to right there. Like it had to come up. You know what I'm saying? But let's get rid of all of that. So after knowing all of that, I was pretty bullish just because of how it was moving. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, y'all always remember that it's the same on every time frame. So so exactly where you would take the trade on the 1 minute, it's gonna look exactly the same on the 1 hour, just an hour from it. Yeah, I'm tired, y'all. All right. So yeah. So knowing that, coming into it, as you can see, it swept out right before market open too. It swept out this 15 minute right here. Oh my god, why did I do that? Okay, almost crashed out, y'all. Swept out this 15 minute right before market opened. As soon as market opens, we scroll down to the 5 minute. As you can see, as soon as market opens, it already like you can tell like it's just bullish. It's just bullish. So after I see that it swept out and it's just bullish, so you see it sweeps out, you see it break structure right here. After that, I'm like, okay, is it gonna fill the gap? Fills the gap, and right around the time I'm looking at the markets basically. So I'm looking at the markets and I'm looking like, okay, we're just waiting for a retracement because you know what I'm saying. News came out, so I know it's gonna be a little it's gonna be a little volatile. So I'm waiting for the retracement. Got the retracement. Then we scroll down to the 1 minute. I'm getting good at this though, guys. Right? Eh? Eh? I'm finding it faster. Getting a little tech at this PC, John. Okay. So we scroll down to the 1 minute around 9:40 is when I'm like, okay, like this is where I'm looking to find my trade. So as you can see, around 9:40, as soon as you see the retracement comes down and you see a almost like a change of trend, like you see it's about to go bearish. So I'm looking at it, and as you can see, it's around this time. I guess this is like the support level. I'm sitting here doing all this like y'all can actually see like what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm a noob, bro, big noob. I would say this is like a support level, like right here or you could put it up to like the body of this candle. You know what I'm saying? I don't dibble dabble and all that extra whiz waz and all that. I go off of like how the candlesticks close, because as you can see, like if it wanted to go down, it would close down and keep going down. But like the candlesticks close up here, so so it kind of shows you that it's kind of reacting off of this area. So people want to buy right here. So knowing that, I'm just at this point I'm sitting on my hands and I'm just waiting. And then I see this fair value gap. You see this fair value gaps get disrespected, but there's another fair value gap. So I'm playing off of this one. And as you can see, it gets retested. Imagine you take that trade. I mean, it still would have hit, but like it would just would have been way more risky. Way more risky. So after that, I see a break of structure right here. And these are the highs. Remember I marked out? Always remember that. Highs I marked out. See a break of structure right here. After that, see the fair value gap, and you can see the BPR, I guess. Like you can see the inverse because it also breaks structure and closes above this fair value gap that it was reacting off of. and then it makes a fair value gap in that area, and then it reacts off of that. So after that, I'm obviously longs, and around that time is 9:55. So if you check 9:55 actually, and you look at it at 9:55, I'm like, okay, I'm looking for the go on the 5 minute as well. So as you can see on the 5 minute, 9:55, wait a little piece, and as you can see, it closes above this. It closes above this break of structure right here as well. So I'm like, okay, I like it. It's green. I'm loving it. I need that bread. Give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Not really, but like, really. So that's where I took it. Look at me, y'all. Like, I'm speed god. I'm speed god with it. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Ah. I got Dak. I'm Dak. But anyways. So after I saw that, took the trade, came up, swept, took out that, and that's Tuesday. That's Tuesday for you. That's Tuesday for you. What could I've done better? Nothing. I'm the guy. Cause as you can see, like after it fills this fair value gap, it takes 2 minutes for it to hit that first take profit. And as you can see, like that first take profit, that's a 1-to-1. Like I need that. I need that in my bag. I need that in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I made like 2% on this. Fat juicy trade. Come on now. I need that. So now we're gonna go to Wednesday. Wednesday. Yo, Wednesday. Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. That's hump day. That's hump day. All right. So coming into market open, as to me, feel this. It's just filled this fair value gap down here. So after you see the fair value gap close, it's kind of like I need to go up. So it's going up. It's going up. Like, come on, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Also, let's check news. What happened on Wednesday? Oh, FOMC at 1 p.m. So today I played it real carefully. This. It has to be strategical. It has to be strategical when it's a news day. News days, bro. You have to make sure you hit every single one. Like I'm talking about from liquidity sweep to breaker structure to fair value gap finds to making sure that it's within your trend. Always make sure that it's within your trend, but you can change trends, but not on news days. Make sure it's within your trend. Fair value gap, break a structure out of that fair value gap, or order block, or equilibrium, or all the extras. You know what I'm saying? So after that, as you can see on the 1 hour, 1 hour will start right here. It just swept out, and at 9 o'clock, it's almost about to break structure. But also, oh, hold on, let me get rid of these lines. But also, there's a high that was made prior to that needed to be swept. That was right here, rather than it coming down here into this fair value gap. And then there's also what's the name? This high up here, and then this high up here. There's not many lows to play off of. So for this, I'm very bullish. I'm very bullish on this. There's just this one low. It just swept at 9 o'clock. Like it's looking very bullish. Also on the 15 minute at 9:30, that's literally when it sweeps out. So like, come on, bro. Like, come on, y'all. Like, oh, if y'all just learn this, like, it's not that hard. It's not even that deep, bro. It's just days like this you just make money so easily. It's so easy. I'm tired, y'all. Mind me, please. But as you can see, market opens and you just sit on my hands. You just wait for 950. That's it, y'all. You just watch the markets and wait for 950. But as you can see, around 9:45, it's basically there's a fair value gap here, so I basically just count that as like a inverse, and then you could wait for you could for sure wait for like a retracement, like a down candle. But for me, when you're just seeing so much movement up, what can you do, bro? What can you do? You know, it's sweeping out all these highs, these little 1 minute highs. You see this equal high, so you know it has to come up here. I need that. I need that. I need that. You feel me? But it doesn't stop. I don't take trades like this. I do need a retracement. This isn't a retracement to me. It breaks structure right here. You can count this. You can count this as a retracement, but it's before the macro. So I don't take that. And like I said, FOMC. You gotta be real disciplined. Hits that first high, I'm like, okay. Now this is where I get real strategical with it. I think to myself, hits that first high, maybe it's gonna start going down. You know, maybe FOMC is bad. That's when you gotta think. Like it hits that first high, you see this, you're sitting on your hands. I'm just waiting, just pure waiting. After I pure waited, I'm like, okay, like what's gonna happen? Then I think like this is red folder news. Like it got to be something big. You see. It's already like 4 hour, 1 hour is already on a bullish trend. Like 4 hours, 1 hour is on a bullish trend. It's got to be something crazy. So after I saw that, I see a 1 minute inverse fair value gap break, and I just sit on my hands after that. I just sit on my hands after that because that don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything. This is the next high though, and these are the next highs. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a lot of bread to be made. Almost 5 to 1, bro. Almost. What did I? I didn't stop. I stopped like right here. 3 to 1 nastiness. Oh my Jesus, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it, bro. Y'all don't get it, son. Y'all don't get it, son. But yeah, after that, you see the fair value gap fill, and after that, it's just barbecue biscuit. It's barbecue biscuit. It's just textbook at that point. I didn't trade on Thursday because Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Power to the folk, power to the gods, power to the ancestors. So Monday, and I'm gonna be totally honest with this trade. This is where the this is where the transparency is. I did win every trade this week, but I messed up on Friday for sure. Messed up on Friday. So come Friday, hold on, let's get rid of all this. Oh Jesus, where's my Nicotron? That's what I'm missing, y'all. That's why I don't got no energy for y'all young bulls. My fault, man. I'm not locked. I have no buzz. No buzz. So here's Friday. Friday, you see a sweep going on. You see a sweep going on, but it just filled this fair value gap right here, and it also just swept out this low right here. So I'm really not knowing what it's gonna do because right here it creates a. You see that? You see what's going on with that young bull? You see what's going on with that young bull? At the same time, around 6. See, around 6 on NASDAQ is swept out. So you always check that. Always check that. When you're not sure, always check its pair. So after you see that, it's like okay, it could be going up. That's a SMT. That's a pure SMT. Where are my lines at? So I can draw that for y'all. That's a SMT. So after seeing that, I'm like, okay, it's most likely gonna follow the trend up. Like it's already bullish. Like come on now, around 6, it's broken structure. It's probably gonna be a retracement. That's what I'm thinking. It's probably gonna be a retracement. because it swept out everything and it made equal highs over with up here. Whoa, yeah, it made equal highs, which it probably swept out on. Yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta mind the SMTs, Brody. Y'all gotta watch the SMTs too. It's a telltale signal. So coming into 9:30, as you can see, like it's just a free fall. It's just a pure free fall. Like it's the easiest bread, bruh. This week was a pretty nasty week. Pretty nasty week. So you see it sweeps, comes up, sweeps out this little 5 minute, comes down, does a little inverse, and at this point I'm just waiting for macro skis. Macro skis. Ain't no news on the Friday, so macro skis all I need. I know that freestyle was trash, but I don't care. I don't care, bro. I don't care. When money's made, it doesn't matter. And this is when the transparency starts. So, y'all, this is the trade I took. 950 hits. Around this time, I'm like, okay, I need that. So, these are the lows that I had set. These are the lows I had set. Obviously, this 6 a.m. low, and then this London low. I knew it was gonna come down to this London low. That's what I wanted. That's what I really wanted. I was scared of this fair value gap right here, though. This 1 hour fair value gap right there, and this 15-minute fair value gap. So, with that in mind, sorry, I'm getting slow again. I'm sorry, y'all. With that in mind, I absolutely took this trade from right here. This was the trade I took. This is not the trade I took. I took the cap. I don't know where I took this trade at. Couldn't have been down there. Right here. Oh God, it was right here. So this is the trade I took. I think it was something along these lines. It was something around here. Just know I got out of the trade, basically. I think let me go to SPX because I think ES has it like their market is a little different from the one I trade on. I trade on US 500, but I don't even like look at that chart for real. That's just the chart I have to trade on. Like, just put my trades in. So let me look. I don't know, bro. All I know is I got freaked out and I exited the trade. I didn't even exit the trade. I put my stops to break even. I put my stops to break even on my take profit. I put my take profit to break even just in case, like, if it came down. I don't even want to get greedy. Like, I feel like it's gonna come up. I don't got time for it. So I put my stops to break even, and I what's the name? It was coming up a little too. It was coming up a little too easy. So I just exited out the trade. I exited out the trade, bro, and it hit all my stops. Look at the bread I would have made, y'all. I just had to stay on for 20 more minutes. This is what we're looking at going into next week. what I'm looking at going into next week. I see on the daily, it just swept out this low and it's immediately going up. And I saw that it already did that on NASDAQ as well. So, with that in mind, and with this in mind that it just filled this gap as well, I'm going to see how it plays out during London session. Because there's this gap. Yeah, we're going to see how it plays out during London session. But maybe it comes down because there is FOMC tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. PMI tomorrow around 8:45, which is great for the markets. Like so much volatility, I need that. Hopefully that boosts it up, and we can come back up here and get that revenge, bots. But anyways, still a very long video. Very tired. I'm gonna catch y'all.